what two topics have the biggest influence on us? The ones that resonate the most with our souls. Without hesitation, I'd have to answer the fact that we have the power to choose and how we perceive things. And that is the power of perspective and the power of decision making. Now, my name is Kowalczyk. I recently just moved back from Calgary. And it's been about a month and a half, and I came back to pursue my dream and build my influence across the Greater Toronto area. Now, I'd like to sincerely thank the Jazz Room for holding this beautiful venue. And I'd also like to thank Don, Leah, and Gord for being part of this journey with me, but not only that, but allowing me the opportunity to be on the stage. I'd also like to thank everybody here in front of me tonight. You guys could have chose to be anywhere else tonight, but you chose to be here. And 80% of success is just showing up. And guess what, guys? You guys all showed up tonight. So give yourselves a round of applause. Now, time is the most valuable thing in the world. And the fact that you guys are going to spend these minutes with me means a lot to me. And my goal is to make sure that all your guys' time has been spent wisely. Now, you guys are going to learn about the power of perspective and the power of decision making. Now, do you guys mind if I share my story with everyone tonight?
No.
No! Oh, you want me? Are you sure?
I'm good.
Are you sure? Okay, thank you. For some of you guys might know this. Now, my journey started May 9th, 2018. It was a beautiful sunny day, and it was my first time ever leaving Canada and heading to Mexico. This was in Maya Riviera. Something happened within the first 10 minutes of stepping off the bus and getting to the resort. Now, when I walked in and went to the front desk to check in, the lady said, "Welcome to your new home." And that hit me. It hit me hard because it really resonated with a new way of thinking that I got from that day, and I still use that today. So when I go to actually envision the things that I'm working towards, I look at it in the sense of, well, welcome to my new Lamborghini now. Welcome to my new island. And this is mind-blowing that we can actually think like this because our subconscious cannot differentiate reality versus the picture that we paint in our own minds. Now let's move on to the second day that I was in Mexico. It was another beautiful sunny day. Then something happened. An accident happened. I ended up breaking my hand in 3 different places. So I could have looked at that in 2 different ways. Plan A could have been go home, and I could have ended the entire trip just to make sure that I got my hand looked at. Or plan B, could have seen the better of it. This was a very pivotal moment in my life, and I decided to stay. Why not stay? Why ruin your vacation? Because I didn't even know if it was actually broken. But anybody could have answered this, but when the paramedic came to see me, he said, it's a 50-50 chance it's broken. I mean, anybody here could have told me that. The next day, I ended up going zip lining. I went cliff jumping, and then I went swimming with the dolphins. And this one's for Amara. You swim with the dolphins? Woo! Now, when we got back to London, I actually ended up going to check it out. Now, I thought that was this is not even the interesting part. It gets better. So as I got home after going to the doctor, or going to the hospital and getting a cast on my right hand where I broke it, I was then, about a week later, sitting at home. Now, I just want you guys to envision this for a second. The butter knife was not working, and I was trying to split burgers. So now I had a fillet knife in my right hand with the cast, and then I had the burgers in my left hand. So I'm going like this, trying to split the burgers, and then my fiance told me, well, you shouldn't be doing that. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, now I had my right hand in the cast, had my left hand stitched up, patched up. Now at this point is where I started to feel absolutely useless. I actually started to go into a depression because I could not do anything. I had to take 2 months off of work. I didn't know what I was going to do for money. I wasn't one of those intelligent people who had insurance for these type of things. But then I snapped out of it. I made a decision to continue my path on personal development. And that is when I attended my seminar, actually the one that Gord just mentioned, Reborn. And that was where my old self died, and what you see in front of you today is the reborn version of me. Thanks, guys. Stop it. There was one exercise in that seminar that actually really impacted me. I can't give it away, but I will tell you this. I look myself in a whole new light and a very different perspective. And I mean, everything is about perspective, because I can think of one thing and you can see that exact same thing and think of it in a totally different way. It's all in the perception of how we see things. Now I started reevaluating my life, who I was, who I wanted to become, what I wanted, what kind of life did I want to live. And let's fast forward a little bit to September 1st, 2018. Now this was supposed to be a very important day for me. It's supposed to be my wedding day. Now 9 o'clock that morning, I called off my wedding. And that night, I was on a flight and left everything behind and went to Calgary. Now it was only about 4 days later, I made a decision to get myself a mentor, get myself a coach. His name was Armin Shaffi. And literally that first phone call that I've ever had with him, he made me forget everything that just happened 4 days ago and made me envision a life that I wanted for myself through asking me one question 6 times and making me expand on it every single time. Then let's fast forward a little bit later to January 21st, where I met a lot of these beautiful people in this room, where I attended Elite Speakers Academy. And I mean, this is probably like the best family I've ever been a part of. Like anybody who hasn't been there yet, or just introduce yourselves to the Yessa family, because I mean, they're absolutely amazing. They'll always be there for you. Love you, Ron. So that is the course that actually, the first time I ever spoke on stage was with WT, who's in the crowd tonight. And I only had 2 hours of notice on the first day after getting out of the first ESSA. And I don't think, I can't say, okay, I'm not even going to say I don't think. Okay, I'm going to say it. I didn't think I'd be up here on stage in front of you guys today. Like, this is not something I would have thought I would ever be doing. So once again, I'd like to thank you guys for being here. And then after that I met everybody within that academy and actually got to see what has come out from those experiences, from people going on those stages to seeing people grow and actually come from all different kinds of industries from that. It has been an actually amazing journey, and I've grown so much to be able to share my story in front of you guys now. And if I could just leave you guys with one thing tonight, it would be, if you never take, or if you never jump, your chute will never deploy. And in a moment, I just want you guys to turn to the closest person to you, give them a high five, and just let them know that you're going to make a decision tonight. Thank you.